Hi, I'm Lauren,
Hey, I'm Chloe.
and this is the Hustle and Glow podcast.
Let's get ready to party. Welcome back to Hustle and Glow. Today, we're talking about the emotional cost of trying to be everything to everyone. The helper, the achiever, the caretaker, the friend, the partner, and the professional.
Yeah.
At some point, many of us realize we've been pouring from an empty cup. So, today's opening question.
Have you always been a people pleaser?
Yes. Hey, everybody, welcome back. We're going to be on a very relatable subject today.
I think so, yeah.
How many times do you hear this nowadays? I'm a recovering people pleaser.
Or how many times have you seen people been told that they are a people pleaser and they're like, no, I'm not. And it's like, yes, you are. And then you go through like, what do you worry about? What? And then like you'll start to talk to them about it, and it's like, well, I just want everybody to be happy all the time, and I don't want anybody to be mad at me. And okay, then you're a people pleaser. And not like you shouldn't give a shit if somebody's mad at you. Like you should care if somebody's mad at you. But at the same time, it's like you also can't live your life worried about people getting mad at you all the time.
You know what? This ties into our last episode, is trying to control everything.
Yeah.
So for me, I think the root of it is trying to control the vibe. Like, I've been in a situation growing up where I felt uncomfortable. I felt left out, awkward, sad, right? So I truly...
It's going to kill me. Sorry. Disregard.
I truly hate seeing someone feel uncomfortable.
Yeah.
Right? So this is just a fraction of my people-pleasing personality, but it's an attempt to make everybody feel included. Right?
Oh,
make everybody feel loved, included, not awkward. Keep the vibes good. Like, no awkward vibes, right?
Now, are you... Okay, so the reason why that hit a trigger with me is because my bestie, we went through a time in our lives where we had a big group of girlfriends up in Philly. Like, we all lived in the city. We would go out together. But her and I have been best friends since second grade. Like, we've known each other for a very long time. And I like to just have nights where it's just me and her. Like, I just like to have girls' night with her. And I would try to like make plans with her, and she'd be like, oh, well, I invited so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so and so-and-so, like 6 other girls. And I'm like, why? And she's like, well, I felt bad. I didn't want them to feel left out. And I'm like, how would they have even known that you and I were hanging out? And by the way, you're allowed to hang out with whoever you want, whenever you want, and be exclusive or inclusive or whatever. Like, you shouldn't feel bad about hanging out with one person and feel like you need to invite everyone to hang out, you know?
Absolutely.
Yeah. So that's my trigger. That was my trigger.
So sometimes being a people pleaser has been a disservice to me, in the sense where the people that I'm trying to make feel comfortable, you know, or ingratiate, extend kindness to, have taken that wrong and seen it as being flirtatious or interested.
Oh, yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
I can talk to almost anybody, and I try to relate, you know, and find common ground, especially in the business world, right? When my career relied a lot on networking, you have to find common ground. You don't want to just cut straight to the chase of business. That's rude. You know, you want to build rapport.
Right, build relationships.
So part of that, and, you know, I smile, like I'm expressive. That's been brought up to my attention that unfortunately some people misread that. And you know what I've decided, because for a while I was like, I need to change the way that I talk, the way I come across, where really I'm not really doing anything wrong. I'm not like, oh my God.
Right. Yeah. Yeah.
So I've decided that instead of changing my tone to being monotone or smile less, that's their problem.
Yeah.
You know, that's their problem. And I'm not going to let it change me. And I think that more people need to do the same. If someone has a problem with the way I'm operating, talking, and it's really not harming anyone, I'm not being an asshole or anything,
right,
that's their problem. You
yeah
know? They need to get over that.
Yeah.
And we just have to figure out how best to respond to their inappropriate behavior.
Yeah. And I mean, this kind of goes back to what we talked about in our last episode too, with control. Is like, you can't control how someone else feels about you. You can't control, you know, how someone else reacts to something that you say, or the way that you say something. I've been in work relationships or work environments where there was just nothing that I could do, nothing that I could say, nothing that I could give to make a coworker, a colleague like me. Because people, they're gonna think whatever they want to think, you know what I mean? And so I've fallen into that trap before too, where it's like, how hard do I have to work to make this person like me? And it's like, to the point now where I'm like, well, everybody doesn't have to like me. Everybody doesn't have to like me. Maybe I'm not your cup of tea, and that's okay. That's okay.
You're not their cup of tea, but you're my glass of Prosecco.
I like that. What time is it? It's almost 5.
It's after 11. We can.
Yeah, and it's Friday.
So
anyway, I'm gonna turn this off, because speaking of control, this is like really getting on my nerves right now. Okay, goodbye.
It's making you feel neurotic.
Yeah, goodbye.
So one of the things that being everything to everybody can cause is burnout, right? What does burnout look like to you when you're burnt out?
I think burnout is like the point where, you know, it starts to physically affect me as far as like anxiety. I sometimes get to the point where, like, I've been in meetings where I literally just can't talk. Like, I just get so much anxiety that I cannot talk, because I just feel paralyzed. To me, that's a form of burnout. Like, I've let the desire to please other people or make other people like me or make other people happy overcome me so much, to the point where I'm physically paralyzed.
I used to get that way when it came to like public speaking, you know, because I was worried about if they would see me as confident enough, if I knew enough of what I was talking about, you know.
I think especially as young women, like when I was younger, I was always very worried about what I looked like, how I was presenting myself. I just remember being in my like early 20s and like seeing the way that some people would dress or act, and thinking like, maybe when I'm in my 30s, I'll feel comfortable wearing that. And then I got to my 30s and I was like, still not comfortable. And part of that comes into your own comfortability of your own skin and your confidence, but also part of that is like how I think other people perceive me.
Right.
You know?
That's really funny that you bring that up. That's an excellent point, because as a woman, you know, we want to be perceived as beautiful, youthful, right? Vibrant, sexy. So there's a lot of what do you call it, stereotypes that go with that. So for me, I was always so scared to cut my hair short, because number one, when I was a kid, my mother told me many times, do not ever cut your hair. Your hair is your crown. If someone ever tells you to cut your hair, they're jealous of you. Right?
Really?
That's number one. Number two, and is I've let other people influence me what they think looks best on
Right.
me, whether it be a friend, mostly a boyfriend. So Jonathan, my ex, I talk about him so much. Oh my God. But I learned so much from that relationship.
Are you realizing now, like now that we are doing this and we're talking and you're bringing him up, you're like, wow, there's so many things that are unresolved in my head.
Yeah.
You know?
So he wanted me to be blonde, bleach blonde, you know, and I killed my scalp going through that.
Oh, no.
What I wanted to do was be like dirty blonde or whatever my natural is, you know, like, but no, I wanted to please him. I wanted to be his fantasy, right, woman. So I did that. And, you know, then I just wanted to be the best looking, you know, most attractive, whatever. So I always thought that long hair embodied that. And recently I had a conversation with Steve, my husband, and we were talking about short hair. And I'm like, oh, I just think that this haircut is so cute. And he was like, well, you could definitely pull it off. And he's like, but maybe like when you're in your 40s or 50s, right?
And then you went straight to the hair salon.
That's part of my rebellion. You know, in the last episode, I talked about how I get a little rebellious.
Yeah.
So I was like, well, yeah, probably when I'm like 40 or 50, it's more age appropriate there. But there we go again. What do we think pleases people? What's appropriate?
What's appropriate? Yeah.
So I thought, I started thinking about it. I'm like, you know what? I'm youngish now. When I'm older, I'm probably going to want to feel younger.
Yeah.
So I'm not going to want to cut my hair short and feel older then. Why don't I just cut my hair short while it's already short and just embrace it and enjoy it? If I do plan on eventually growing it out again, the last thing I'm going to do is cut it all off again after I've waited so long to dry. So I'm like, you know what? I'm doing a Bixie. So I did that. So I just got this done yesterday. It was a bob and now it's a Bixie. And I'm so happy that I gave myself that gift to enjoy it, enjoy this style, this era, because otherwise I'd just be worried about what people think about my hair. And that goes to confidence too. How confident are you to just, you know, be you and not worry about what other people think?
Yeah. It's funny that you said that about your mom, because my mom was always the opposite. My mom was always, my mom loves short hair. She was always like, oh, I can't stand long hair. It always looks sloppy on little girls. You know, like little girls when they don't know how to like brush or do style their hair or whatever. My mom was always like, oh, we're going to keep your hair short. So I had short hair for the majority of growing up, honestly. I didn't start growing my hair until I was in my 20s. But I've always now since then I've grown it, I've cut it, I've grown it, I've cut it, I've grown it, I've cut it. I'm at the point now where I cut it all off last year, and for some reason I went through this phase where I was like, I want to have brown hair. And I remember being at the salon and literally dyeing my hair brown, and the owner, who I'm friends with, walks up and he was like, you're going to regret that. And I was like, no, I will not.
I don't like that, though.
But then it's so funny because like a couple months later, say 4 months later, I'm back at the salon. I'm getting my highlights back in. And he's like, I told you. So, you know, I definitely do. I'm at the point now where I was just talking to my stylist the other day. I said, I actually want to go blonder, right? So I got a full head of highlights, but I've always kept my roots dark because that's more like my natural color. And I'm like, maybe I should go a little lighter on the roots, because now my hair is like so gray. It really is very gray. And so if you have lighter roots, then you don't see the gray as much. And this is like the pursuit of youth, right? And looking young and staying young. And also I've decided I want to grow my hair back out. So now it's like when I want something, I want it immediately. And I'm like, okay, I want to have longer hair again. So I went out and I got all these like hair pieces, all these different clips to like make my hair look long. And it's funny because just Mike today was like, he was watching me do my hair and put my hair piece in and everything. He's like, oh, Lauren, your hair's almost to the point where you're not going to need those clips anymore. And I'm like, oh no, I kind of like them now. You know what I mean? Because I don't really even have to style my own
Exactly.
hair. I just put a clip in and it's like curls and, no frizz.
I recently took Brayden, my 8-year-old, to get her hair cut short too.
Oh.
And she did not want to.
Oh.
She has been attached to her long hair. But like your mom was saying, it just gets ratty. It's not always kept. It's just, so I, remembering what my mother would always say to me, I wanted to reverse that with her. I wanted her to have her hair cut short and hear from everybody how great she looks with that too. Yeah. That way, as she gets older, she doesn't have a complex about it. Yeah. Or attached. It's an attachment.
Right.
So I did that, and I feel like I was as gentle with her getting it, making her get it cut as I could be, because I knew she was attached to it. But in my thoughts, it's what's best for her psyche in the long run. Yeah.
We have to take a pause because I have to let the dog out. So we'll have to edit this out. Pause, time out. You're a brat, girl. Go. Maybe Mike could take pictures of us on like the lounge chairs out back together.
That's a great idea.
Maybe Mike can make us a cocktail and we can drink a cocktail on the lounge chairs.
I love that idea. When is he coming?
I don't know, but my boss is like texting me again. God damn it. Okay. So we're still on our pause. I like this one. Like, have you ever fallen into resentment with someone because you feel like you're giving them too much? Mm-hmm. I just want to see if she's going to want to come back in before we start again. I don't want her like barking, Mike went over to Tampa. He went to a brewery. Come on. Did you potty? Come on. She's standing out there like this, staring at me.
Little bulldog.
Come on. All right.
You got your lobster?
You ready?
Yeah. Which one are we doing? The resentment, right?
Okay. Do you want me to ask the question? Mm-hmm. Okay. So we're back off the pause now. We're back. So have you ever fallen into a trap? I'm going to call it a trap, where you find yourself literally starting to resent someone because you are trying to please them, and now you've gotten to the point where you feel as if you're maybe losing yourself or you're doing things that aren't in your character, and you start to resent the other person.
This episode is like a therapy session. Just let me tell you. So back to, wanting to please everybody, showing your worth, pick me, right? In the beginning of my relationship, I show you I can cook, I can clean, I'm great in bed, I can be a good mother, I'm stylish, keep the house nice while I can work. All of these things. Yeah. My biggest regret is showing all that I'm capable of.
All the cards.
All that I'm capable of, because guess what? People get used to that. Yeah. And if you give any less than that, someone has a tantrum.
Right.
So, I'm the one that cooks and meal preps and, you just do it better. Yes, I can cook this meat but you just make it so much better. Like, that's weaponized incompetence. Yeah. Okay. So what I'm trying to say is I put myself into this trap of being everything to everybody, performing at home, performing at work, being a great friend, 10 out of 10 to everybody. And then when I start getting burnt out,
or you feel as if you're not receiving the same back.
When I get burnt out, obviously some things in each bucket may start to lessen, or I get tired. I don't always want to do this, or I don't have the energy to do that, or go out and see that person or whatever. So I think that me being rebellious in this situation, being resentful and rebellious, is me taking my new career that I have taken because it forces the other person to see how much I have been doing and forces them to step up and do those things.
Yeah.
Because it shouldn't all fall on me. But yeah, I would, every time I talk to a newlywed or someone engaged, I tell her, I'm like, from a seasoned vet,
keep some of your cards hidden.
Yes. Do not tell them everything. Do not show them everything you can do. Right? Like only special occasions, you know. Like, oh, it's your birthday, so I took care of
Yeah.
But yeah, just reserve your energy for your own sanity. So that's how I have been resentful in the past, and now I'm trying to resolve that.
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah. I just don't do anything, and then Mike,
so you were
picks
smart.
up pieces. Yeah, he literally just texted me because he's like, "Can you check the washing?" He does the laundry. He's a great man, but he also, everything in our house is smart, so everything is linked to an app or automatically happens for us. So literally every appliance he has linked to his cell phone, including the washing machine. So he just texted me and he's like, "I see the washing machine was paused. Can you start it again?" I don't know why I paused, but I did start it again. But he's just so funny how he monitors everything. He can see when the microwave's on, the oven's on, if the fridge is open. Oh yeah.
That's cool.
Oh yeah. I was just telling you earlier about how we have smart scales that have an app attached to it and everything. But anyway, tangent on that. Let's talk about, how do you decide who deserves your energy, how much energy each person deserves? Like, how do you kind of like weigh that out? And I think you kind of have to do that, because if you give everyone everything, or you try to anticipate trying to be the best person for everyone, that's when you hit the burnout, right? So like, how can we decide how much energy to give?
Well, I think it's like running a business. You have to triage people in that way.
Yeah.
So first and foremost, if your cup's not full, nobody's cup is full. So you need to put yourself and your spirituality at the top here.
Okay.
Not to sound selfish by putting yourself first, but you have to.
And some people will hear that and immediately be like, "She's a selfish bitch."
I'm a selfish bitch.
But you're not. But you're not. It is the number one thing, and I tell people that in their health. When people are like, "Oh, I don't have time to go to the doctor. I don't exercise because I don't have time," or, "I'm just going to go, I eat fast food because whatever." And I say, you are number one. Your health is the number one priority. And if you want to put it in perspective, you should want to be healthy so you can be there for your family, so you can be there for your kids, so you can be there for your parents at the end of the day. You know what I mean?
Right.
So it's not selfish.
That's got to be your first line of defense, is yourself. And then you're the CEO of your life, right? And then it trickles down to who depends on you and who do you depend on, right? Your chief operating officer, your partner, and your kids, right? So then there's that. And then your job. Obviously, you need your job to support them and yourself. So, you're who you work with. And of course, I would say the friend bucket is also kind of tied to you, because that should be bringing you fulfillment too. Yeah. So taking time to spend with friends is really important, because if you don't, then you have resentment. It's a cycle.
But also taking time to, like, I have learned in my wisdom and age that if a friend makes me feel bad about myself, or I question motives, or I don't feel good when I'm around them, they're out of my life. Period. Where I've fallen into a trap so often in the past, my younger self, where I feel as if I need to keep that friend around for whatever reason, to fulfill like the friend bucket, I guess, or whatever. But now I choose to spend time with the people who fill my cup. Right. And I think that's like a big thing that you need to think about too, is like when you are with certain people, it's not up to you to make them happy or to fulfill them. Like you need to think about yourself and how do I feel in this moment? How do I feel in this place with this person right now? And if it's not good, if it's truly not good, then you need to exit that situation. And I think that's something that I really learned even within the past couple of years when it comes to friends is like, you don't have to be friends with that person just because you've always been friends with that person, or you grew up with that person, or your parents are friends or whatever, you know, like it's okay. It's okay. And you don't have to make a big deal about it either. You don't have to be like, I've officially cut ties with this person. Like, no, you just, you know, make it a point. Like, I'm not going to prioritize spending time with that person.
Unless they've like really done something like,
right,
like really bad, then just like be gentle when you step back, you know? And if you are going to cut it completely off, then you need to tell them why so they can learn, you know, or reflect on it in a season and grow from it, you know? But, for example, I had a friend that, and you know her, she out of the blue was just like, I'm working on myself. I'm not going to see you anymore. Okay, did I put you in a position to where you can't work on yourself at any point?
But it may have been that she was internalizing things. She was feeling a certain way because she was comparing herself, or it might have had nothing to do with anything that you did to hurt her, say to her, nothing. But just the fact that she was seeing in herself the way that she was feeling, maybe because she was comparing herself to you or your relationship or your career or something. But still, that's not, I mean, I don't know.
Don't be so dramatic, people.
So, well, I don't know. Should we keep talking, or are we wrapping this thing up?
Maybe like one more thing.
Okay, go ahead. What you got?
I would say that it's really important as well to just make time for yourself, to not talk to anybody, you know. I think that having that alone time to figure out, like, I can be with myself. I don't require the company of other people. You know, just me and my dog, or me in the bath, me, you know, going to have a glass of wine at a bar or going to a movie by myself is fine. You know, some people are so attached to like having to be with somebody, having like a companion to do something. And, you know, I don't know if that stems from having to feel important or needed by somebody, but I think it's important to be able to just need yourself.
That's really true.
That's when I recharge, is being by myself. Honestly. I'm an introverted extrovert.
Introverted extrovert. Yeah, I don't like to be by myself, but I don't feel like being with someone else validates me at all. I'm an extroverted extrovert, I guess.
But you would go to a networking event just by yourself.
Yeah, for sure.
You would go to a bar by yourself. I feel like you just go sit at the bar, talk to the bartender, or nobody.
Yeah. But I honestly don't think that I reached that until I was in my early 30s. Like when I split up with my ex, you know, and I was forced to be on my own, to truly be on my own. No roommate, nothing. I mean, I had Lola, but that was it. And that was when I forced myself to go out to eat by myself, to sit at a bar by myself, and to spend time by myself. That was probably the first time in a long time that I had did that, if ever, really.
You can't be everything to everybody. You need to be somebody to you, right? Like, you're enough for just.
That was we have to wrap up this episode now. That was perfect. You can be everything to everybody. So, and it's
be
not
somebody
like
to yourself.
Yes, be you. I love that. I love that. Yeah, we got to wrap it.
All right. That's a wrap, folks. It's time for happy hour.
Oh, is it? Okay. All right.
And lunch.
And lunch. Lunch and happy hour in the afternoon. Yeah, we do have to eat. My stomach's growling.
Yeah, it's 2 o'clock.
All right. Bye, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
That's a wrap on this episode of Hustle and Glow. If you love what you heard, make sure to hit subscribe, leave us a review, and share this episode with the women that you love.
And don't forget to connect with us on Instagram. We love hearing your stories, questions, and wins. You can find our Instagram handles in the information.
Now, keep hustling, keep glowing, and remember, you are strong, you are capable, and you are never alone.
Until next time, stay fierce and fabulous.